during that time when I was going through those things, I discovered that no. It's not about what people are doing first.
Oh, wow.
You know,
Okay.
it's not what people are doing. The reaction, it's not that first. I'm not saying people are perfect, but it's not the first thing that I need to focus on. The first thing that I need to focus on is my background, where I come from.
Whatever comes my way in the midst of the storm, all I know is I'm blessed to be a blessing.
Blessed Woman Movement is a movement that is very close to my heart, and I've been leading this together with my husband for the past 7 to 8 years. And tonight we'll be giving you more information. Stay tuned and make sure that if it's your first time to watch this podcast, you go and subscribe. And I just want to officially welcome you. I'm not alone in the studio. I'm with my forever guest. How are you doing?
Yes.
How you?
It's always a pleasure. I'm very well. I'm still celebrating.
Women.
Remember, it's still Women's Month.
Women's Month,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So I'm in that celebrative mood.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do it for the whole month. We do it for the whole month.
Yeah.
And wherever you are, blessed women, please continue to celebrate this month with style and come out of this month refreshed, restored, and ready to face the world.
Oh, yes.
You are ready for us tonight.
I'm so ready.
Tonight I'll be doing your hand massage.
Okay.
And we'll be talking more about it, the hand massage, as we continue also to talk about Blessed Woman Movement.
Yeah. I'm looking forward.
I like it because it's a very relaxing place where we can talk about stuff, and while we are doing stuff.
Yeah, a happy woman, get her to an environment that, smoothes her, makes her relax, then she just flows in a conversation. So that's what happens here in the Blessed Woman.
Is it the first time getting a hand massage?
From you, it's not the first time, but I've never really put so much thought into it. Yeah, when you always massages my hands, I never even thought of asking
Why?
what is a hand massage and how often can one do this. Yeah, I don't even follow it up. Like when you do, it ends there. Yeah, so I just want to know how often. Yeah.
Tonight you're gonna hear stuff.
Yeah, I leave this place, with a lot of knowledge.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're getting more knowledge. I guess the Bible says that my people perish because of lack of knowledge. So I will tell you more about it. I'll tell you about the hand massage, the benefit of it, how often must you do it. And blessed woman, let me tell you, you really need to go and have a hand massage and request your nail technician to give you a hand massage after treatment.
Wow.
So we'll talk more about it.
They are in trouble now.
So Blessed Woman Movement.
Yes.
This movement, I'm proud to say I didn't receive it from God. Mfunes is the one, my husband is the one who received this thing.
Vision.
The vision. And he spoke to me about it. To tell you the truth, this is the ministry where I enjoy the benefits.
Wow.
And I'm like, wow, God, I thank you. And I'm seeing so many people receiving from it. And, I'm so happy. And I remember the time when he spoke to me about it, to say there is this vision that God has laid in my heart about relationships between pastors' wives, mothers and daughters, the healing. And that's our vision, to heal and restore relationships between mothers and daughters, especially in church.
Yeah.
I had no idea about what what's going to happen. And look how far we are. I think we are celebrating, 8 years now.
Wow.
And we are so blessed to see how people have been healed, people have been restored. And we had challenges, but we'll talk about it. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. We'll talk about it. So out of the Blessed Woman movement, there's a song. We are going to talk about it.
Great.
Yes, there's a podcast. So wow.
Blessed
We are
Woman
going
movement
from glory
to glory.
to glory.
Yeah.
Glory to glory. So yeah.
So the movement is multiplying. It's giving birth. Yeah.
It's giving birth. It's giving birth. And I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah.
And, you know, to be in a place where you see women getting healed, you see women getting restoration.
Restored, yes.
They're getting restored, and you are so grateful that, you know what, it's happening. So I love it. We meet once a year, and now it's going to change.
And though we feel once a year is not enough, no,
Yes.
it's not.
We meet once a year, every third weekend of April. But from this year, I said no. So there's so much of things that we've been doing underground, talking to people, praying for people, you know, counseling people. So I'm so happy that it's no longer more about meeting one year
Yes.
and everything. So the first time when you heard about this, what was really happening? Did you have an idea, or you know what, were you having an idea of this is what they're talking about, the vision, and this is what I'm going to experience when I go to the meeting?
To be honest, I didn't have any idea. It was just that thought of saying to myself, you know what, I will follow. One thing that I knew from the start was I'm a partner to this movement.
Awesome.
I'm giving myself fully to be a partner. So I don't have to understand the vision. I will understand
as time goes on.
Yes. Yeah.
As we continue with the
Yes, as we
journey.
continue. And you know, my first experience, like when I had you were saying it's also about healing the relationship between the daughters and the mothers, especially in church. You know, we grew up knowing that, you know, as much as outside church, people will say the relationship between the daughter-in-law and mother-in-law is complicated and all this. Even in church,
Very, very complicated.
yeah, because you'll hear daughters have their own expectations from the mothers, and the mothers also, they have their own expectations towards the daughters, and it's somehow like, it seems like somehow they can't seem to get to a common ground where they understand each other. I understand your expectations, you understand mine, because you hear, I used to have this friend of mine who introduced me to this other church when I got to the Val. So this lady will say, you know what, I just want to warn you, don't even try to get close to Mam Fundis, because she doesn't play like that.
Okay.
She doesn't greet, she doesn't laugh, and the pastor is someone who's jolly, who will joke with people, whether you are a man or you are a lady, and all those things. So when I go to the church, and I discovered that almost all the ladies were complaining about Mam Fundis. So I asked myself, so when I heard about the Blessed Woman, that, you know, restoring, because some people also even left the church. Ladies left the church saying, you know, this woman is rude, she's like this and that and that. And I would ask myself, isn't there something positive, even if it's one, to say about her? Because they were just saying negative things. And it's not only, I discovered that it's many churches where
you'll hear stories
like
that.
it's rare to go to a church, you find that they are talking good about Mamfundis. Yeah, so I've been having that. What's happening? Because my background, I've never gotten close to any Mamfundis. I was just that person. You go to church, after church you go home. If it's weekly home sales and all, I will attend the meetings, but you find that Mamfundisi has her own home cell somewhere, so you are allocated a different home cell. So you can spend 2 years in a church, not even once spoken to Mamfundisi. You see all those kind of things. So that's how my background. I never had any relationship with any Mamfundisi. From home in my youth, our church, we didn't have a pastor.
Okay.
So we would take turns in preaching, the elders, and sometimes they will even give to the youth to say, okay, this is a youth month. The youth will take turns, they will choose, yes.
Okay,
so no relationship at all.
Ayane.
No experience.
So that's something, because, and imagine after leaving your home, coming to the Val, then you are experiencing such a kind of a thing.
Yeah.
It's very
And
challenging.
first time experience you
Eish.
hear. You know, yeah. Mamfundisi, don't even try to get close to her.
Eish. Yeah. So now I like it because we are helping people like you who come to us with those kind of experiences, you know, and we do what God has called us to do when it comes to that area.
Very true.
And, you know, on my side, I have attended so many churches. And the first one, I was very young. It was a family church. And I was very young, so I was still at the school there, so I can't say anything about it.
Yeah, there's not much to say.
Yes, there's no much to say. And we went to the other one. I was never close to, very funny, I was not close to the pastor's wife there, but I was always in her house. And that's very funny because I was never close with her. And every time when I went to her house and sleep there for weeks, I will not see her.
How possible?
I was asking myself today, how possible? I think because she was a nurse.
Okay.
She was a nurse, and I think she was working night shifts. So I was, every single time when I was there, I would go to school. When I come back, she's not there.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yes.
It makes sense.
So I was there because I was just going through some rough time. I was going through a rough time, and I had to go so that they can pray for me. So I went there for about 2 to 3 weeks, and then when we moved, me and my sister went to this other church. There it was not the pastor. It was not the pastor's wife. The lady was a pastor by herself.
Oh, okay.
So she didn't have a good relationship with my mom because they were colleagues. So there were some stuff. So we had to leave because there was some stuff. Then we went to the other one. Starting from this fourth one, we were very close.
Okay.
But not that close. We knew each other because of it was my other the other colleague of my mom. So I was there for some time, and then I came to Johannesburg. Yeah, I went to many churches. Yeah, I'm one of those that went to many churches. Yeah, and so after getting married, after the wedding and coming this side, I came without having that experience about Mamfundis.
Okay.
There was just one that we are related. It happened that we are related, and we were neighbors. So this one I was close to. Yes, this one I was close to. We still call each other even now.
Wow.
Yes, we still call each other. And the way I was so close with her, she was also a nurse.
So nurses.
So, yeah, it's like, I don't know if I have anointed nurse.
Yeah.
So, the way we were so close, every single time when her husband was not around, going to preach or whatever, I'll sleep at her
At her house.
I will sleep at her house. Most of the time, you find that the whole week, this week, okay, Mfonis is not there, I'll go and sleep there. So we'll talk and stuff. That's the one that I remember that we were very close and we are still talking even now. So that's the one that I remember. So now after the wedding, I came this side and then now there is this church. Then there is expectations from me and expectation from the daughters. But for me, it was not that hectic because when I arrived, there was only one lady in the church.
Wow.
And she was married. Because some of the challenges that many pastors' wives have come across is the thing of they were there, they were single, the pastor didn't see them. The pastor brings you. Then now, those that wanted to be where you are, now they're your enemies. You get what I mean? But we'll continue. I will tell you more.
But but was it coming to a church? You're a Mamfundisi. You come to a church. There's only one married lady. Was it a relief of some kind to you that it's only one? At least whoever comes after her, I'm already here, and then I will be.
They will find me ready.
Ready for them.
I never thought about that. I was just happy to be where I was and how I found the church. I was so excited because I'm this kind of a person that loves to start things from the scratch. You know, when we start the women's ministry, stuff like that. It's still 2 people, 3 people. That's what I love. I love to do things from the ground, start things from the ground. So that's who I am. So that one I never had a challenge with.
Okay.
That was my experience. But as time goes on, with growth of the church, women starting to come to church, what hit me was my expectations to say, because I don't have anything bad that I'm thinking of when it comes to you, that's the same way you are feeling, and that's your expectations. When it comes to me, then that was my first thing that I wish I knew that no, the way I think and the way I approach things is not going to be the same way someone will. You get what I mean? So let's put it on hold there and talk about the massage. So now there are so many salons that offers, as we continue with this, there are so many salons that offers hand massage. It usually goes, mostly they offer it when you are doing the full body massage, and some they offer it when you are doing your nail extension, your manicure and stuff like that. So as I'm saying to our blessed women, that we need to just pay that extra 50 rand, pay that extra money to get the massage, because I'm gonna share with you about the benefits of doing the hand massage.
Okay.
And you can even do it at home.
Oh.
Yes. You can do it at home. And at home, the funny thing is, because I think we're not professional, so it's the easy one, because you can do it when you finish. Maybe you were touching water, you're doing something, and then you are using a hand lotion, massage your hands. So go to Google. Google is the answer of everything.
And YouTube maybe.
And even YouTube.
See how they
even
do.
YouTube to see how they do it. Yes, the videos, you are right. So you learn there about how you can massage yourself at home. It's very much important. But at least twice a month.
Okay. Not bad.
Go to the professionals.
Oh.
Twice a month. Go to the professionals. Please, when you I want to repeat, when you go for a treatment, make sure that there is that extra money for the massage.
But is it possible for me to just go there and say I want hand massage without any nail treatment? And because I don't
see a problem with it. I don't see a problem with it. You know,
Okay.
because we always say, let's give the customers or
What
the
they-
clients what they want. You get what I mean? And you will enjoy. There's benefits. And the other thing is, you can use lotion to do it at home. Most in the beauty spas, they also use a hand cream.
Okay.
They use a hand cream, but when it comes to, you say no, I don't like. I like to have an oil. Please, no baby oil.
It's the easiest. It's the simplest.
I know, viewers. No baby oil. It's not meant for that. It's not made for that. So
Isn't it a shortcut?
no, it's not made for that. It's not made for that. You need to use almond oil,
Okay.
grapeseed oil, and I think the other one is anika oil. Yeah,
Wow.
these oils, because they are made for it.
Okay.
So they are made to penetrate into your skin. So it's something that is very interesting. So it's not, please, don't use those other
So
stuff.
baby oil is for babies.
Baby oil is for baby. That's why it says it's baby oil. It's made for something. So let's not, I know we like, women like multitasking. So we also want to make these things to do stuff that they're not meant for.
Yeah.
So we'll
We
talk
do
more.
that,
We'll
yeah.
talk more. So let's come back to the blessed woman thing. So, you know, when it comes to my experience, that's what I came with, the expectation of, when I don't think bad about you, then you won't think bad about me. And how wrong was I?
Was it because you have never, in your background and experience with Bomam Fundisi, even though it's not that much, was it because you've never had issues with them, or you were
I think
not
so,
exposed?
because I've never had issues with them. So, okay, let me say this. I've never had issues with them, but I think also my personality.
Okay.
Yes, my personality and who I am. I don't have the thing of thinking bad about someone else. Yes, I don't have that. So that is the thing that backfired. So now, when the pastor starts to bring this vision, you know, to say, this is my vision, he found me in a place where I was very hurt. He found me in a place where I was very disappointed. He found me in a place where I was very depressed, and I was just going through stuff. And when he brought it and said, "This is what we're gonna do," and you know, you just look and are like, with me, you know,
With you.
yes. But I'm so grateful because he was the answer to whatever that I went through and what I was experiencing through that. I mean, in that moment, actually, in that moment where I was going through a lot. But that's why I love Blessed Woman Movement, because it's like every single time when he speaks to us, he speaks to me. There are some times where when we're in church, automatically you'll feel like he's talking to my neighbor. But when it comes to Blessed Woman, he's speaking to me direct. You know, he speaks to me direct, and I receive healing. I receive restoration. Yes, it's like he's talking to the real me. He's talking to the real me. So that's what I love about Blessed Woman Movement, because it heals us. It heals us, and the results are so great
And evident.
You know what? You know, I remember one day when there was a lady that we were having clash. So he said to me, you know, this lady's gonna serve you. You know what? I'm not talking about faith now, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I will feel like. Don't talk to me about the future. Now. You know how I'm feeling. You know how things are now. You get what I mean? I'm hurt. I'm disappointed and stuff like that. And when he will say, you're gonna talk, you're gonna lead that person, you're gonna lead this lady, you're gonna lead that one. They're gonna change. God is gonna change them. And I'm like, can I? You know, we've reached a point where I was like, can I not talk to a pastor today? You know, I talk to my husband because I don't want to hear the Bible now.
So you wanted him to understand,
and then I
where
didn't
you
want
were.
him to bring the Bible or something. I wanted my husband. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's how low we go when we want attention. So, but now I'm sharing this
Yes,
with you
yeah.
because I want to take you somewhere. During that time when I was going through those things, I discovered that no, it's not about what people are doing first.
Oh, wow.
You know,
Okay.
it's not what people are doing. The reaction, it's not that first. I'm not saying people are perfect, but it's not the first thing that I need to focus on. The first thing that I need to focus on is my background, where I come from.
Okay.
Remember, where I come from, I have experienced rejection. You get what I mean? When my parents divorced, I experienced rejection. And I grew up with that. I felt like I was so isolated. You know, I felt like I was invisible to people. So now when I come with that, I come with my issues. I come with my baggage. So I come being sensitive. So when you do something, I don't think of where I come from and the cost. Why am I reacting the way I'm reacting?
Yes.
It's only about what you do. So he had to take me through that to say, okay, I hear you. And okay, God will deal with this situation. But I think let's go back to where you come from. And that's something that I've discovered, that we come, as Mfonisi is talking, and I mean our vision is about restoration and healing of relationships. It's not about him coming and saying, stop doing this, and then you stop doing this. It's about, where do you come from? Because you are also having a background. You're also having experiences. So if two hating people actually come together, what are you expecting?
Wow. You know, I've never seen it from that point of view, because it's a revelation for me. Because when someone does something that triggers those emotions, you know, that you have been caring for from your background, it's, you don't look at yourself, it's true. You focus on, she did this, she did that. She didn't talk to me the way I would want to be addressed. She disrespected. But to come to a point where you sit and think, okay, why did I react? Even if she said something that I don't like, why did I react the way? You know, that was, even for me, it was something very, I think I even got from the blessed woman. And, you know, I had to go and sit and think, what is this? That, okay, I have to also look at myself, because we jump to the person who did something. And, you know, forget that, for example, I forgot to mention that in my youth, and it was not youth, young adult, you know, there was no pastor or mamfundisi. So there were elders, church elders. And the time I was getting married, you know, there were this group of women who got angry that I'm getting married, and they will say things, who found you the husband, and all this, like they started saying cursing words and all. And when I left the church, I left the church because I got married, but it was, I had this pain that these people cursed me. Some things they will say to my face, you know, that, we wonder if this marriage will work, because, I don't know, maybe for them it was not time, or I did not consult them, all those kind of things. So sometimes it's not mamfundisi per se that
Yes.
you would have issues. So what I've realized also is that blessed woman, even a daughter from a daughter to a daughter,
Yes. Ish.
because there are clashes, there are misunderstandings. As you said, I might come from a different background and you coming from another. You come with your baggage, I come with my baggage, and
Then there is this expectations that we must meet. And it's a struggle because of where we come from and our baggages.
and
So,
we it's like, okay, whatever I went through, I left it there, but you never leave it there. You carry it wherever you go. And if it's not addressed, that is why I became so happy when I heard about the blessed woman, that, you know what, this will sort all these experiences that I've heard about, I've seen, even for myself, having elders who can curse you, can say all these things against you. So, and I just asked myself, I wonder how this is going to happen. But, attending all these events and also seeing the Blessed Woman movement in action, even when there are no events, because I know it's a movement that works, that serves people each and every day. Each and every day, Blessed Woman movement is out there doing something. So I've seen the vision in action. Women getting healed, getting restored, even the relationship in church, daughters from daughter to daughter. Because that's the other thing that I experienced in church, that even if it's not me against Mamfundisi or Mamfundisi against me, it can be me against my fellow sister in the church. So even those relationships, like,
yes, it's very true. It's very true. And I really wish Christians will come to a place where, truly speaking, what Christ said, that we must love our neighbors as we love ourselves, like the way we love ourselves, it must be reality to us. And for people to see that we belong to Him, it's when they see us loving one another. You get what I mean? And after that realization, I went to the other one. Because for me, Blessed Woman movement is a school. It's practical. It's like, hey, you know what, Blessed Woman movement for me is like university. Where I graduate. I'm forever graduating. Because I told myself that I want to win. You know. Because the other thing is, there will always be clashes. Okay, let me give you an example. There are ladies. You find that these ladies, some you found them in church because some were there for wrong reasons when you were not there. This one I haven't experienced it, but I've seen it cause some of our friends and people that we have cancelled. So you find that there are ladies that are very bitter because no, how can I be the one that have been serving in church, pastor, but you didn't see me? So it's going to be very hard for those ladies to submit under another woman because of their expectations that were not met. So now you are leading people that are bitter. So I've seen that. So when you come to Blessed Woman, we help with that. And thank God, because Funis is having this thing of seeing, and he will tell, no, you is because of 1, 2, 3. And now you're frustrated because when you didn't get married to this person, you went and married someone. Now you are bitter even more because it's not the man that you wanted. You get what I mean? So that's the first thing. The second thing is the expectations that daughters have towards their mothers. She must wear a certain way. She must do things a certain way. You get what I mean? We don't have that room of let someone be who God wants them to be.
Yeah, exactly.
And we receive from that. We don't have our own expectations. And I believe that the enemy uses that for daughters not to go to the next level and receive from their mother is the thing. And the other thing is, there are also mothers that I have seen when it comes to the counseling, where you find that the pastor's wife is very bitter because there is this man of God, when it comes to the house after meeting or whatever, there is this ladies that he forever talks about in church.
Really?
From church. Yes. Hey, we've seen that. So that's why we are helping a lot of people with that.
Yeah.
You find that no, yes, that lady today was wearing nice. I'm so happy about this lady. And you're like, okay, but you're not happy about me, stuff like that. So now, because of those challenges, now the pastor's wife see a competitor manje to say, okay, this one, my husband favors this one more than me. So these are realities. These are realities.
I must watch out.
Yes, there's a competition.
Yo.
So those that join us, this is Blessed Woman Podcast, and we are talking about the movement that we've been having for and leading for about, let's say, 8 to 9 years now. I think it started in 2013, so it's more than 10 years actually.
Yeah.
So make sure that this coming year, 2025, we are part of our conference that is gonna be in Johannesburg the last weekend of April next year. So we'll give you more details about it. So now you go through this where the pastor is forever talking about ladies in church, how they are wearing, how they are serving him and stuff. And on the other side, for the pastor's wife, is like, oh my God, what's up here? You get what I mean? And we've seen other pastors' wives that are not working on their characters. They're not growing. They're not willing to grow, because the Bible says that if you are willing and obedient, you shall eat the best of the land. So many are not willing to grow. We have backgrounds. You find that there are people that you were in love with when you were growing up, and there were some betrayal and stuff. Then when you come back to your marriage, you still feel like your husband will do the same. You find that sometimes husbands are innocent, but because of your background, now when you see that lady, you're like, okay, the way she was looking at my husband, I don't like it. So there's so much. So God blessed women, we help with that.
You deal with deeper
we
stuff.
We deal with deeper stuff, issues. And I'm so happy to see people coming out of whatever that we are doing, restored, healed, and ready to serve. It's possible. One thing for sure that I've seen, it's possible. As long as both parties are willing to work and deal with the whatever that is happening, not between us, but starting from within us. When we are done within us, it will be so smooth for us to work together. I hope you are getting me. So
I'm getting you 100%. And what I like is that it's not one-sided to say, okay, the daughters mostly are the one who causes problems.
No,
but
it's both parties.
It's both parties.
Blessed Woman now, it has grown. At first it was more about the pastors' wives and the daughters.
Yeah.
So now, because it's more than 10 years, some of the people that we're with, our partners, the people that we will always meet year after year, some came being pastors' wives and lost their husbands.
True.
So now we are having pastors now that are leading churches and are widows.
Yeah.
So we cannot say, you're no longer a pastor's wife, then please leave us. So with those situations, they've made us to grow. And now, whatever harms that we come across with them, we are together. We are there for each other. We go to the churches, talk to the church. When they go through that transition and stuff, we are there
to help.
So that's something that I love about the growth, And some you find that they came being pastors' wives again. Now there's divorce. And will you say that now we no longer want you? No. You are still part of us. So we are here for you. We'll talk to you, counsel you, pray with you, pray with the church, but we know how now to relate with you, and we teach you how to relate with the church, how now you can navigate this new road, you know, and stuff like that. So those are the stuff that we are now experiencing in the Blessed Woman. That is no longer more about the pastors' wives. Now we have widows, we have those that went through divorce, and now it also opened doors for the others that are leading churches where there are women. You find that you are married, your husband is not the pastor, but you are a pastor. Then we cover, you know, and it's close to our heart. And we have seen God, you know, making us to grow from glory to glory, where we counsel people, we pray for people, and we love it. So, wow, I'm always excited. And you know, the excitement comes because of how people, when we meet at the end of the day, they're like, Mommy, this was so short. We went the whole weekend.
It's always like that.
It's always like
that. Yeah. You feel like it can be the whole weekend.
Yes. So, and we are growing.
Yeah. I love the flexibility of the movement because there's every organization, there's a point where you are forced now to grow, you are forced to expand. So I like that you can accommodate change, and there's no one who's left behind. There's no one who's pushed outside because of where you are or because of your conditions. So I like that. Whether you are divorced, you are a widow, you are a single pastor, like by yourself. Yeah, you are the one who's called as a woman, and the husband is just supportive. I like that everyone is accommodated.
And also, to add on what you are saying, the freedom that we are giving the daughters to come and talk to other pastors about what they go through. You know, we all the pastors that we are with, the pastors' wives and the pastors that are partners with us, we always give our daughters freedom to talk to the counselors, to talk about what you're going through, that you feel like, okay, maybe it's about your mother, you don't understand the stuff, you need clarity. We give freedom to that, so that we can help. You know what I mean. We can help, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, no wonder people come. You can see that, you know, there's tension, there's, you know, heaviness, and when they leave, because of they're given a chance to offload, they leave being light. You know, you'll see the dances, you'll see the pictures outside after the event. You know, people are so happy everywhere. So, and networking also.
Yes.
Yeah. So we are about to close, and you know, I'm just curious, Nje, which countries, that you wish or you desire or you plan to host
The
the Blessed Woman Movement gathering in the near future? Because now, you see, the last event, I know you have people from Kenya, Zambia, you know, Botswana. I remember the last event, there were a group of ladies, women from Botswana. There were people from Kenya, you know. So, which country is that?
Hey, you know, we've been receiving invitations. The invite that we actually, we were like, okay, wait, you know, it's Kenya, it's Zambia. These two, they're the ones that are very, very close.
Okay.
Very, very close.
Top of the list.
Yes. And to whisper. Let me just whisper some. Zambia will be here next year.
Wow.
Zambia will be here next year. So we are so excited. Zambia and Namibia. You know what?
Yeah.
Zambia, Namibia. So Zambia, Namibia, and Zimbabwe. So they're joining us next year.
Wow.
So we are so excited. We are growing. We love it.
And the movement has grown so much, so much. You look at where you started, where you are now. It's big.
Yes,
it's
and
huge.
we are so excited. We are so excited. So we'll never finish talking about Blessed Woman Movement because it's close to my heart. I've benefited a lot. I love what God is doing. And as the wife of the founder of it, I'm so glad that I'm enjoying the benefit. I'm so blessed to enjoy the benefit of seeing how daughters have changed.
True.
They've been transformed. They've experienced healing, restoration, and also on my side, to have that understanding, to have of course my expectations will always be there, but it's expectation with a good spirit, expectations because I want to see them somewhere. It's not more about what they need to do in church. It's also my expectations concerning your life, where you need to be. You know, I love it because it has shifted. With the Blessed Woman, I've shifted from wanting to see you making sure that the church is clean to I want to see you fly. I want to see you making it.
That's true.
You get what
That's
I mean?
true.
So that's what I love about. I'm a product. Yes. I'm a product of Blessed Women Movement. So I know that next year is going to be bigger and bigger and bigger.
Amen.
So we are out of here. So please, viewers, make sure that you go and do the hand massage. Make sure that you also pay that money, that extra money.
No, we'll pay.
Yeah, because some of you are not sleeping at night. Some of you are having anxiety. Some of you are not balanced when you are working. So there's so much. Some of you, your hands are, sometimes you experience like this thing of being swollen and everything. But now you have learned.
Learned a lot.
Yes, we have learned. And we are out of here. We love every one of you. Remember that you are a blessed woman.
Yes.
You are blessed.
I'm blessed.
To be a blessing.
To be a blessing.
And we will always leave you with the song, You Are a Blessed Woman. I am a blessed woman. And I'm out of here. We love you. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.
It's very easy for oneself to have an image because of what you've been through. It's very easy to meditate all day long about how you will never make it. No matter what I see, no matter what I face, whatever comes my way in the midst of the storm, all I know is I'm blessed to be a blessing. I'm a blessed woman. That's who I am. I'm blessed to be a blessing. Being rejected and abused doesn't make you lesser than you are. It's just a storm. It will pass. Yes, it will pass. There are many mountains to climb. There are many rivers to cross. It's just a wave. It will pass. Surely it will pass. No matter what I see, no matter what I face, whatever comes my way,